Guys, do I have a database for you today? I think this is going to be one of the most enjoyable databases that you can possibly play on FM23. We have been in and removed every single player from their club. Every single player. There's over 400,000 players playable in this year's Football Manager, and they are all free agents. Every single player. If we dive in, you can see everyone here. Leo Messi, a complete free agent. Kevin De Bruyne, Lewandowski, Mbappe, Modric, Harry Kane, etc. They are all complete free agents. We've also been in and tinkered with some of the budgets of the clubs as well, because when we did this in last year's game, we messed up things with the budgets and teams find it difficult to sign players. Not this time. We've been in, we've made sure that every club has enough money to go and sign at least a squad full of elite tier players. Now, I will say a massive shout out to the guy who created this database, because I don't have the knowledge to do this. This is all down to the amazing CTxCB. I will leave links to him down in the description. Please do go and show him some love. He puts out some fantastic stuff on this channel. He provides me with all the experimental content on this channel, so please do go and show him some love. He also drops some stuff in the Steam Workshop as well, so please do go and show him the respect he deserves. But what we're going to do is, obviously I have everybody as a free agent here. We've not really changed anything else, just everybody as a free agent. So for instance, as I mentioned, Mo Salah no longer a Liverpool player, Neymar no longer at PSG. These guys are all completely free agents, but if you can see on the left hand side of the screen, they are wanted. So for instance, Leo Messi is currently wanted by Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, AC Milan and Barcelona. And for instance, Kevin De Bruyne wanted by Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, PSG, Milan, Barcelona. Lewandowski, Chelsea, Liverpool, United, PSG, Milan, Juventus. So it's going to be very interesting, because lots of clubs are going to be fighting it out for these players' signatures. Just so you can kind of get a little bit of a flavour about this database, I'm going to jump forward a year's time and we're going to take a look at some of the different squads in there, who wins what, and let's see what happens in this magical world of FM. So guys, we've jumped forward a year and this is how the Premier League looks. You can still see certain teams up there and doing the business. As you can see, Liverpool have gone on to win the Premier League. Chelsea, Newcastle and Arsenal round off that top four. Fifth is Aston Villa, Man City, and then Tottenham. Manchester United finished down in 8th. The teams that are relegated: Palace, Bournemouth, Fulham. But there's some interesting stuff going on in the Premier League here, because you can see in the stats, Robert Lewandowski is the top goal scorer in the league for Liverpool. Leo Messi is now a Chelsea player, and we've got Pedro at Aston Villa as well, rounding things off. Messi, also the highest average rating as a Chelsea player. Marcus Rashford has gone to Tottenham. Theo Hernandez is at Arsenal. Harry Kane, top of the assist charts for Manchester City. Joshua Kimmich is at Chelsea. Thomas Müller is at Liverpool as well. So some ludicrous teams that have been put together here. I've also noticed in the clean sheets, Ederson and Alisson are Ederson's at Chelsea, Alisson is at Newcastle, Thibaut Courtois is the goalkeeper for Liverpool as well. So it looks like the Premier League does have a lot of draw going on here. Let's have a look at this Champions team. I can see their key players, Vinicius Jr., and their captain is Ruben Dias. So this is going to be very interesting to see the squad that they put together. Thibaut Courtois, Diaz, Rudiger, Kyle Walker, Christensen, Ben White, Frankie de Jong, Koundé, David Alaba, Alejandro Balde, Kroos, Modric, Busquets, Tchouaméni, Caicedo, Thomas Müller, Neymar, Vinny, Riyad Mahrez, Lewandowski, Gabriel Jesus and Mari Taremi. No wonder this team won the Premier League. This team is stacked, ladies and gentlemen. They have done absolutely ludicrous business to pull in some of these players. Some of the wages actually not astronomical, which apart from Neymar on 500k a week, but the rest of them are kind of what you probably would expect for Premier League salaries. If we take a look at some of the other teams in the Premier League, obviously Newcastle did finish in 3rd, so I'm intrigued to see who they have signed in terms of some of their players. They've got bloody Haaland. Oh my god, this team. So Newcastle in this instance have Manuel Neuer, Alisson, Sergio Ramos, Otamendi, Paulista, Fabinho, Trent, Luke Shaw, Ben Chilwell, Kovacic, Eriksen, Calvin Phillips, Rafinha, Heung-min Son, Gerard Moreno, Victor Osimhen, and Erling bloody Haaland. I have to have a look. Erling Haaland for them only scored 17 goals this season, which is crazy. Absolute craziness. Victor Osimhen as well, coming in with 10 goals. Again, if you've got those two, probably play them up front. Is it still Eddie Howe? It is still Eddie Howe. I can't believe the team that Newcastle have put together. Another surprise package is probably Aston Villa with Unai Emery. Let's have a look. They got Big Mike, Jonathan Tah. This team actually looks like it's punching well above its weight. Curtis Jones, Solly March. Yeah, I'd say this team's punching well above its weight. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, so 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 would be very happy. It's a very good team. It shouldn't be finishing 5th in the Premier League, in my opinion. But this is the joy of this database, guys. You can go and get anybody you want if you have the money to do so. Let's dot around some of the leagues as well. You can see Barcelona did still win La Liga. Let's have a super quick look at their squad. They still got Xavi as their manager. Chesney, Henderson, okay. They got Tosin in, Lindelof, Emre Can, Reguilon. Granit Xhaka is another interesting one. Julian Weigl, another interesting one. Tuvan, they're struggling a little bit up front. Donyell Malen as well. So I'm expecting a team like Liverpool to have won the Champions League, which we will take a look at in a second. In Italy, AC Milan win the title. Juve, Inter and Lazio round off the top 4. Let's have a look at this team. AC Milan then. Who have they got? Who is really standing out for me here? They got Mudryk, Shaqiri, Edin Dzeko is a very interesting one. Obviously going from Inter to AC in this particular instance. But again, not the best team in the world that we have seen here. If we dot over to Germany, I assume it's going to be Bayern that have won the league. And it is Bayern that have won the league, almost at a canter. I assume Bayern are going to have quite a good team because their team is usually quite stacked. And I've already seen Kylian Mbappe. Aaron Ramsdale's there. Roger Ibanez is there. Emerson Royal, Pedro Porro. So they've gone for the Spurs fullbacks, which is very interesting. Tomiyasu is another interesting one. Enzo Fernandez. Camavinga's a good pickup. Jadon Sancho back in the Bundesliga. But they do have Mbappe and Vlahovic. So again, there's going to be a lot of goals in this Bayern Munich team. And rounding things off, I assume PSG did win Ligue 1, which they did do. And if we take a look at their squad super quickly, Dea Upamecano, Zuma, Varane. There's heavy French following there. Ferland Mendy, Thomas Partey. We don't talk about him too much. Rodrigo, Pedri, Foden, Royce, Benzema, Lautaro Martinez, and Julian Alvarez. That team's quite good as well. So you can see that the money is dispersed quite nicely. I will post this save in my Discord if you guys want to go and have a look and see what's happened to your team, see the players that have been signed. But let's have a look at some of the other things then. Let's have a look at the Champions League. UEFA Champions League. The holders are Chelsea. Okay, with Lionel Messi. They beat Bayern in the final. I'm just going to expand this information and we're going to have a look at their tactics and the teams that have been put out. So the Chelsea team, Ederson, Cancelo, Skriniar, Botman. That's surely not Bernardo Silva at left back. All right, Pep. Kimmich, Bellingham, Messi, João Felix, Kvaratskhelia and Serge Gnabry win the Champions League trophy for Chelsea in this particular instance. Fair play to them. Looks like a tight game, but João Felix got the goal that made the difference for Chelsea. In terms of the Europa League, Dortmund win that one. Let's have a super quick scan on here. Diogo Costa's a good player. Riddle Baku stayed in the Bundesliga. CDK's there. Cody Gakpo, Mane. Interesting team for Dortmund, beating AC Milan there, getting that job done. And let's have a look at the Europa Conference League just to finish things off. Nice win that one, beating Villarreal in the final. Diego Costa. Is that old school Diego Costa? Oh my gosh, it is. The old man himself getting the job done. Kolo Muani is back in France. That looks quite nice. Nice to see over at Nice. But this is a very, very interesting database, guys. And as I said, you can get your hands on it. You want to play this save, you can do from this point. You definitely can do. Take charge of the team that you support and see what their business has been like. If not, please do go into the description down below. There is a download link down there for you to go and get your hands on this database yourselves. But if you do enjoy the experimental content, guys, please do check out this playlist popping up right here, right now. It is all the experiments that we've done on this year's game.